And that's where things stand. The Wild Hunt is no longer under the Reikir of Solnari's control, but it has been reborn from the ashes and is now launching widespread attacks. Intel from the Frost Moon Scions and the Curatorium of Secrets corroborates this. No disturbances have been detected in the space where Reri resides. What we are facing here is a completely new foe.
Summarizing current situation. To confirm, the present leader of the Wild Hunt is the creature resembling a wolf. Andrius, god of the North Wind.
More precisely, it's the external will that has seized control of Andrius' spirit, namely Roland, the Bloodstained Knight.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. I'm completely lost. Isn't Roland some monstatter from like 500 years ago? How'd he suddenly get wrapped up with a god from 1,000 years in the past?
Allow us to explain that part. Are you familiar with compensation mechanisms? When an organ, for example, when one kidney is damaged, the other will be strengthened to compensate. Or when a main artery. Similarly, when the Wild Hunt lost their leader, the Abyss harnessed the memories that flow throughout the ley lines to fashion a new one, fit for the present circumstance. That new leader is a mirror image of Roland, the Bloodstained Knight.
Right. No matter how strong the compensation is, the Roland replica can't possibly imitate Rerir's overwhelming power. So, the Abyss made use of the connection between Roland.
The replica corrupted and took control of Andrius as he slumbered. However, exactly why the Abyss chose Roland to mimic?
I guess he must have gotten caught up with the Abyss or Nodcry somehow.
Okay, Paimon gets all that, but what did you mean when you said we can't kill him?
You can't kill him right now because a dead god may prove more dangerous than a living one. From intelligence gathered during the expedition, we have reason to believe that the power... Worse still, the wrath that remains after a god's passing becomes a source of endless turmoil. Once god remains contaminate the land, they will persist for thousands of years. This land has already been ravaged by the Wild Hunt. If we add god remains...
Query. While I can indeed find records in that land, the passing of the Pyro Archon's flame is a common occurrence throughout history, and even the part of Andrius.
Great question. Glad you asked. Honorary Knight, you said Lupus Boreas gave you a token to pass on to me? Please, present it now. Come forth, Boreas!
This form has come to the end of its time. I'm afraid I cannot. My soul will fall into silence, and my power will flow into the ley lines of this. Do not grieve for me, for this is a final wish before I slumber.
You saw it too. You must have keen powers of perception. Not that it surprises me. That was Boreas' final thoughts before merging with the ley lines. It's the reason Mondstadt remains unharmed by his god remains. In his final moments, he made a choice to give everything he was to the ley lines.
Sounds like Andrius spent thousands of years searching for his place in the world.
Yes. And now our task is only then can he break free from the corruption and control of the Abyss and make that decision once more.
I see. I would say that planting thoughts inside the mind of a god...
Wait, we already have a perfect solution? Then why are...
Ha ha ha. If only it were that simple. Unfortunately, we need to find a way to make the thought within this sword stronger and more resilient.
For now, Boreas needs all his remaining strength to fight. However, since his form was unstable during his journey with the First Knight, if we can collect those fragments, we can use them to strengthen his decision to merge with the
So we need to retrace his steps and look for random fragments? But they could be anywhere between Nodcry and Mondstadt.
You don't need to worry about that. There's a few fragments. Most of them are already inside this sword. I've been collecting them during the whole...
Huh? Wait,
I mean, it's an expedition, not a stroll in the park. Each step of the way, we've been hard at work planning for every possible... Not just the wild hunt in the abyss, but ancient gods...
Sounds like this plan was a long time in the making. That's almost...
As a matter of fact, I did. I caught a glimpse of fate's reflection. But I can't take credit for it. It was all thanks to the help of... Still, all I foresaw was that an abyssal calamity was brewing. Instead, we've had to make best guesses, prepare for every possible scenario. Sure is. Just one crucial step remains. We need to gather the last few wolves, according to what Boreas told me before we left Mondstadt. But of course, we've been tied up fighting battles since the day we set foot in Nodcry. First with the Wild Hunt, then with the Dock.
okay. So 3 more mini expeditions to go.
I managed to gather one fragment before Roland As for the third fragment, we've identified a general search area to focus on. The final snag is that since our foe is a replica of
With our foe being from Mondstadt, it's our duty as Mondstadters to defeat him.
And since the Wild Hunt is involved,
The Clink Clink Krumkake craft shop will also help in any way.
So what do they need me here for? Wait, I think maybe I signed a contract at some point.
Ah, great. Knew I could count on you all. Lastly, our friend from the Curatorium of Secrets will provide intel and relay back.
So, you'll be darting back and forth across the battlefield, dodging the Wild Hunt and the shadow of an ancient god.
Rating for Yehoda updated. Higher quality ingredients will be used to prepare your future meals.
Darn it! I should have known this payday wouldn't come that easy.
I'll deal with the second Wolf Spirit fragment, which we already know the look. Traveler, could you join me in retrieving Fragment 2? All right, time is of the essence. Let's move.
Remnant fragments of an ancient god. Thoughts stored inside a blade. Then again, the enemy can harness the Wild Hunt to spy on us wherever we go.
Yehoda, you dummy! You took the stupid job of your own.
Didn't you say Fragment 2 was supposed to be right here? Where the heck is it?
Seems like we've run into a slight hindrance. Can I leave this to you, Honorary Knight? Traveler, Paimon, when this is all over, I'm gonna invite you around for a drink of...
Whoa! Stop thinking about Mondstadt's wine and get your head in the game! You can't be daydreaming about alcohol before a battle!
Huh? Well, all right, just trying to lift our spirits a little. You want to see some photos I took of me and the knights before the expedition, maybe?
Shut up! Can we please get focused on finding the wolf spirit fragment?
He who wishes to peer into the abyss needs simply to wander through Nodcry on a misty night. The march of the Wild Hunt will be sure to drag him into the darkness.
bitter pill to swallow.